That's a nice sounding CB400. Alright, ladies, gentlemen, and kiddies, thanks to Bristol Motor Philippines and Zach Lucero's Moto Changge 2019. And today I will be bike testing the Classic 400 by Bristol. Actually, it has Omega in it too. The Classic 400 is the same bike as the BR 400, except the BR has clip-ons instead of the upright seating position as this one. Alrighty, I feel more at home at this type of bike. Okay.
Before we get started, if you guys would like to follow my various shenanigans in the internet, you can follow me on my flagship site, Lapid.com. As you can see, you'll find my appearances on the radio, my future projects, or some of my shenanigans that I'm thinking about doing. Here you can also see my gears and gadgets list, on where you can see some Amazon affiliate accounts, on which when you click it, it will have no cost to you, but it will help my channel greatly. Also the usual YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, also on Dailymotion, also on some alternative sites like Library, Odyssey, Minds, Gab, CloudHub, the recently returned Parler. Also trying to figure out BitChute at the moment, and I'm trying to figure out how do I approach Rumble. In fact, I really want to join Rumble right now. In the future, you might hear me saying that I'm on Rumble or whatever. So, on to the video.
Ergonomics check. I'm 6'3", 220 pounds, with a 35-inch overall in-seat with a size 13 foot. And I feel very comfortable. Feels like a classic bike. Since there's nobody filling in line with this bike, I will bike test it now. The clutch bites around 30% before full release. Let me do a full lap just to get a hold with this bike. The bike revs a little bit on the slow side, but here we go. This is a very shiny bike. It's not as twitchy as I thought, but it's top heavy though. It's very top heavy. It's very top heavy, but it's very flicky. The throttle is a little bit too much on the twitchy side. It goes on and off. Ah! I scraped the kickstand already. Not the pegs, but the kickstand. Ah! It's going too slow. Have to go merry-go-round a bit. Ah, he's going to do that too. Ah. As long as you keep your throttle constant, it's very easy. Yep. As long as you keep your throttle constant, very nice. front brakes is a little too sensitive for me. Ah! The Vulcan S is a little too slow. Ah! Very nimble bike. Once you get the throttle consistently, it's really easy to dodge cones. But once you let go of the throttle, it jumps. Yeah, once you hold the throttle consistently, it dodges cones very good. But once you let go of the throttle, it gives you a whiplash. So just be careful on that one. Alright. It's on neutral with even there's no neutral sign. Very classic bike, very classic looking bike. Expressway legal. And I like the way it's designed. Very flicky once you get your throttle. If you hold the throttle very well, it gets really communicative. But once you let it go, that's where it jolts you back and forth. Other than that, thumbs up on the Bristol Classic 400i Omega or Apocalypse or Orga if you're a Kamen Rider fan, Orga. And I'm at the Champ Riders Day Out here in Tagaytay City, Batangas, next to the Taal volcano on my right, down there. So let's get it on. But hopefully I can get to taste test this bike soon. And there you go, let's turn it on. Yes. Alrighty. Nice, nice. Sounds vicious. You can really hear the engine on this thing. Very, very nice. So let's go. I'll just ride it carefully first. Wow, you can feel the weight of this bike. What's the difference between this and the 250? This one doesn't have a gear shift indicator, so just be careful. The clutch bites around 85 to 90% before full release. It's hard to gauge the lack of gear indicator, but it's okay. The handlebars, it's really meaty. It's like you're riding a Harley. It's a very thick grab handle. The rear brakes doesn't have much play, and it's very tactile, easy to modulate. The throttle revs up a little slow. The bike feels a little heavy. So let's try its it's not flicky, but very, very fluid. It has that tricky feeling too, just like the BR250. Let me try the slow. Some cop is having a little fun. Let me do the way that he's doing too. The one cone test is pretty nice. You can get a little top heavy. Whoa, the front lifts. During the transition, the front lifts. I was a little bit wheeling a little bit. Let's be careful on that one. It has that metal rattle feel. I can hear it from this part somewhere. There's like a loose chain or something. The turning radius is pretty large. So just take note of that. You can't make a U-turn on a single lane with this bike. Misshifted! Misshifted! It sounds really good though. I can feel the vibrations on my butt, minimal on my handlebars, and nothing on my foot. And one last cone dodging here. Overall, this is a bike that you mustn't push hard, but you can relax with. This is very nice. So I'm in neutral, off. So this is a bike that you mustn't push too far. You just can sit back and cruise along. It's like one of those cruisers that you have to take it easy, enjoy the scenery around you, and enjoy the bike, enjoy the environment, and appreciate the bike. So the side stand is easy to deploy. It's well greased, which is nice, and easy to deploy. Okay, it leans a little too much. So far so good. I love the sound of its dual exhaust. It sounds bigger than what it is for a 400cc, but it feels like you're riding a 500 to 600cc bike because of a effect in it. So this one has anti-lock brakes, but for some reason, at some degree, the brakes was kind of locking a little bit. So the silhouette itself is not that different compared to the 250 version, but you can go to the freeways on this bike. So there you go. So there you go, the Bristol Classic 400i Omega. You can see me on Lapid Vlogs, YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, melapid.com, and I'll see you guys later. Peace out.